What's up guys, Steve here, welcome back. We're at it again. So once again, remember I told you guys, make sure you get everything done that you need to in this downtime. For me, it means those right there. Yes, I had to look at the screen, but it means those things right here. Wait. So here you go. Fresh new headlights, get some new lenses. All right guys, before we go any farther, if you guys have any questions at all, any questions, concerns, anything like that, and you're just kind of stuck, you're not really sure, check the description below. I got links for getting a hold of me. You can book a session with me, or I got courses down there, whatever you guys need. The course is how to get from A to Z without getting stuck with too many detours, and how to figure out which cars are gonna work best for your market. Obviously, you see that there's a little playing with it with certain markets, and basically depending on what kind of class of cars you want to go in. If you want to go to the sports, the commuter, the luxury, whatever you guys want. But check the description below. I definitely have links for all that. It'll help you guys out and just learn from my past mistakes out of our 4,500, 5,000 trips that we've had total all together. You guys can learn from that. Basically a way to fast track from beginner stage to, let's go make some money. Check it out down below, but let's get back into this. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because these other ones that I have are just kind of old and brittle and cracked, and let's see if I can kind of get you guys a show. So here, right here, they're not the most pretty at all. And I think you can actually, let's see, rub that off. And you see all this dry crack right here? It's almost like it's just old and brittle. And same thing with this side. This side's actually worse. And this, for some reason, I don't know what it was. The last runner I had, it's a bit for a Phillips screwdriver. You saw that? That was an actual bit for a drill, or for a cordless drill for a Phillips or a flathead. I don't even know what's sticking in there. But I don't know what. So the last runner actually went through, he lost all the clips for the inner fender well, doing all kinds of weird stuff. He said that there was a check engine light, and he's like, oh, that may be because I unplugged the ECM, which obviously that's gonna throw codes because the car's gonna be like, what the heck just happened? Just got a reboot. I don't know if he was trying to get rid of any kind of trackers. He may have thought that it was on there, or if he was actually trying to figure out headlights. I don't know. The whole thing was weird. This was the one that he did 2,000 miles in the 2 days that he had it, or 2.5 days that he had it. I don't even remember. It was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and brought it back Monday morning. So 2,000 miles, short trip. It was a long trip, but in a short amount of time. And I know that he actually did have things to go handle, but just weird things. Ended up being an exhaust leak from that, which I was looking at the pipe. We had it up on the car lift, and yes, everything was kind of rusted, so I don't think it was him. And I did kind of notice it a little bit before, but I think more he was driving it, the louder it was getting. So he went through and did a bunch of things to try and make the trip go better, but it was just, everything was weird. And then when it came back, it had like a half a gallon of water in the trunk, and ice chest spilled over. There was no check engine codes, but God, it was just a whole lot of weird. The inner fender well, like I said, all the clips are missing, so I gotta get new ones of those. These headlights, I knew they were kind of shady, not shady, but iffy. So I'm like, you know what, let's just throw some new ones on there. And another thing I'll take a look at right here. So this tint, it's not bad. It's actually dirty. It's been outside. She's been outside. But this tint, I mean, it's not bad. Inside, you can tell. Well, being in the garage, it's not bad looking. But then you come back here, and this basically has like no tint. You got a bunch of bubbles in the tint. It's not very appealing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing re-tinted. I'm gonna have them pull the old tint off and redo it, as well as get these headlights on here. And I really think it's gonna it'll make it look a whole lot better. I'll also make sure that I go through personally and detail everything in there. There's a few things on the interior, the stains from a previous renter. And then just, like I said, I just keep getting that same clientele. Not sure what it is. So this is kind of like my last ditch effort. I'll throw a little bit of money at it, and hopefully it does better. If not, what I'll do is I'll just start, paying myself back for the headlights, the wheels, the tint, all that stuff, or the tires, the tint, all that stuff. And then honestly, I'll probably just dump it if it continues to go in the way that it is. But since how it is ramping up into the biggest tourist season for Phoenix, I just gotta make sure that they're all out there as being as productive as possible. God, I don't know about you guys, but I get eaten up alive by mosquitoes. So they're biting my feet, like literally all over my feet right now. This sucks. But anyway, I'm not gonna film the whole thing of me going through this, but I will show you a before and after of how it looks and basically what I think and how it, see if it actually performs. Like I said, it's last ditch effort, so might as well go at it, throw what I can at it, and see what happens. So we're gonna get right into it, and we will catch you guys back up in a few. All right, guys, so we are back at it again. Remember I told you that Silver Fox was getting some upgrades, like some new glasses, and these are the old glasses. These are old glasses with the chain, the neck holders, you know, so grandma can just pull them off. Yeah, that's what these are. And you even hear this? I don't even get what that is, but we got some upgrades for you. Like I said, the Silver Fox is looking a lot better today. I didn't get pictures before the tint, but that tint sure does change up some things. So let's go check this out. Let's go walk over here. So we got this thing. The sun is like right in my eyes, in case you guys couldn't tell. Hey, look at that. If I put a microphone right there, I can almost see. But anyway, this is what we got. This thing actually looks way better. Got the new headlights, way better than those old ones. And this tint, like I said before, this tint was absolutely ridiculous. The side windows, the color faded in the tint, and the back windows you could see straight through. Now you can still see straight through right now, but you got the sun shining through the windshield. You guys know. You know how tint works. So much better. And just give you an idea of what these old headlights, oh, I shattered those things already. But the old headlights, there's the new ones, there's the old ones. I mean, these things were bad. Obviously, you can tell. I did toss them, so I did throw those other headlights, but that's what ended up causing them to break. But like I said, even these older ones, this is the other side. It's got these cracks in it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, a little bit of crack. So it's kind of one of those things, it just happens to be worth it. This car is down, has been down. I ended up having an exhaust leak on it. So this is, now I'm just kind of getting to that point where it's just like, all right, how much money are we gonna throw into this thing before it actually makes sense to just dump it? But I think right now, the way it sits, that the tinted windows, I got the exhaust leak fixed. This car did come from California to Florida to here. It's just been a hot mess. But it's a 2011, so that's all there is to it. It's an older car. It does have Bluetooth. Speakers are absolutely, they're still on point. It's a really nice car. It's one that I personally love, and I hope that with the upgrades that I've made, headlights are on point, that tint is just, it's perfect. So I'm hoping that basically after doing some new pictures, this is going to help boost the clientele that I'm gonna get. You know, get a little bit better renters than what I had in it. It seemed like every time that car went out, it had reimbursements, and that was for cleaning. So I think with it sitting the way it is, I kind of wish I would have gone a little bit darker on the back windows, but it's a rental. You know how that goes. Don't want to spend too much time and effort thinking about it. That's the last thing I want to have to worry about is renters saying, hey, I can't see because the windows are too dark. So I won't say whether it is or isn't illegal. You guys will know basically off your states and your state laws. But for the most part, that's where I'm at with this car. I think it'll do very well. I'm super happy with these headlights. I was up last night adjusting them against the garage door. I probably should have done a video on that, man. That thing was, I had to take apart the whole bumper just to replace the headlight assemblies, which was kind of a pain in the butt, but honestly, it's gonna be worth it. It almost looks like it fits in my fleet now. The only bad thing is it's not white, and well, neither is the black sheep over here either. But it definitely looks like it's more up to par with the rest of my fleet. So hopefully this will kind of help boost everything with it. I do need to throw the ozone machine in again. I've already done it for like 2 hours this last time, an hour the time before, but that was after the homie was living in it for about a month or so. And now, the last renter, I mean, they were just straight hotboxing in that thing. So I'm just kind of trying to get rid of that stank and, I don't know, make it smell as good as it looks. This thing looks, I'm just pumped. I'm super pumped on this thing. So we will hopefully get this thing out on the road and running and performing just as well as my other cars. Honestly, my Accent and my Fiesta were performing better than this, getting better clientele, and I don't know what the deal is. So, like I said, now this thing got a little bit of a facelift. She's ready to go. We're gonna make this happen. I will keep you guys posted on whether this was a bust or not. But right now, I'm not gonna lie, this car's got me in the hole. But I haven't had to spend a penny out of my pocket for it. It's all out of rentals, so it is what it is. Kind of the joys of learning and trying to go with the game, you know, learning something new, and honestly just taking a gamble with it. So this one is a commuter, it's a shooter. It's not one of the fancy cars. The fancier cars, I know exactly what's gonna move and what's not. So that's why this one was a little bit more of a risk. It was kind of a higher end shooter, I guess you could say. And like I said, just struggling with it. So I will definitely keep you guys posted. If you guys ever want any kind of info, how or what might work in your guys' area, definitely hit the links below in the description, and you can get time with me. You can get a course. I got that course going if you guys want to jump in on it, how to get from A to Z and skip all of the, you know, detours in between. So we will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Later, y'all.